Hey, welcome back to Buckets and Bibles. So I was gonna do the night test my kit last night, but a lot of people are curious about it, and I wasn't really feeling great last night. I think I ate some crap that I shouldn't have ate, and anyhow, so tonight we're gonna go for it. It's supposed to be, I think, 9 or 7 degrees tonight, or colder. There's a wind chill too. This is my Bob. The brand doesn't matter. It's tripole. It's cheap off of Amazon, and do the best you can with what you got. Down here, I don't know if you guys can see it. This is an 85-liter bag. So, and it's pretty full. Be honest with you, it's just got my base needs. It doesn't have a lot of wants in it. You know, if I was gonna dip, it's got the bare minimum. One of the things that people do is we try to minimize, but that's after we've failed when we had everything we thought we should have, and then we load it all up and try to carry it and realize that shit ain't gonna work, because if you're carrying water and food and a sleep kit, this time of year, a sleep kit's gonna weigh a lot. Your sleep kit might weigh 10 pounds or more just for your sleep kit. And then if you've got any of your other things besides that, I mean, your water is going to be 8 pounds on just a gallon, right? And then the pack, fire starting stuff, clean socks, your food MREs are about 2 pounds a piece, and you can shrink them down a smidge. But this time of year, what I don't want to happen is I don't want to eat frozen or cold MREs when I'm already cold. So I will be using the warmer to make a hot meal. I'm planning on making a fire with bare minimum stuff. On this pack, I've got a really good tarp. I think it's like an 8x10. It's a really light and good strong tarp. You can see it's got some really good eyelets. I know you can't see it great from there, but you can tell it's not cheapo. It's nice. It's got extra stitching in the corners. But with all that being said, we're gonna do some videos on it. I'm gonna show you guys like in the area of operation where I'm at, and if you're in the South, it's going to be super easy. There may be some spots out there, if I hunt around, I can find certain things that are more prominent in other places. But here, we got a lot of hardwood and not a lot of evergreens. There is some evergreens, but it's mostly hardwood. And there's some areas where it's really good mix. And when I say evergreens, I mean like loblolly pines and cedar, basically. Is what our big trees are that are evergreens, and they are very useful this time of year. So how to make a fire, I don't have an axe on my kit because it's heavy and it's minimal use, but I do have a Spetsnaz shovel. I'll show it to you guys really quick because when I get out there, I'm probably not going to do a lot, but you guys can see this has an edge on it all the way around. And it is, you can throw these, you can chop wood with them. If you had to, you could chop a small tree down with it. You can dig because you're gonna end up pooing and you don't wanna get that stuff on you. Also, you go outside the camp for that, bury it, because if Messiah comes to camp, because we need him, we don't want him like seeing that nonsense, right? Yeah, biblical anyhow, just bury your poo somewhere away from you. And then you can sharpen this up really sharp. I'm probably gonna tune this up before I go out. I've been using it a lot, so it's still got an edge on it, but it could use a little bit of tuning. You can shave and bushcraft with this, no problem. You can shave stuff with it. You guys know I EDC all kinds of knives, all kinds of different knives, different purposes. This isn't gonna be such a gear review, but it's gonna be more of, can I make it work without suffering or dying with the stuff that I've got in my ruck? And it's probably 50 pounds worth of stuff, all said and done. So it's not going to be super light. The kids want to go with me, so I imagine it won't be they're not going to want to spend the night out there. They're going to get too spooked, and they're probably going to get too cold. But and I've got I got two different sleep kits. I've got the one that's in here that I'm going to try, and then I've got another one that another bag, sleeping bag, that is supposed to be a little bit warmer. I don't like the style of it because it's not a mommy bag, and I feel like mommy bags work really good in cold weather. It's kind of what I've always used, even when I was a kid and I was in the Boy Scouts and we were hiking around at 12,000 feet in the Sierras, over on the West Coast, or West Coast-ish, in the Sierras. We were hiking around high elevation, and it was pretty chilly at night. We used mommy bags. And I had one with koala down in it. It was phenomenal. It was a little heavy, but it was a good bag. And then sleep pads that make all different types. I've got one in here. It's super comfy, but the test of times is it gonna give me enough R value off of the ice and snow that I'm not gonna be like, you know, an ice cube when I wake up? Am I gonna shiver because the convection's pulling the heat out of my body into the ground? That's the test. So we're gonna give it a whirl. We're gonna go out there and try our stuff out. And then we'll do a little bit of bushcrafting to make a fire, tricks and stuff that I do. And I'll be teaching the kids as I'm teaching you guys. So it might get a little messy, but I love you guys. Stay tuned. It's coming up tonight. Shalom.